Get in here, y'all. Get in here. Man, I cannot believe this. Seriously, I cannot believe this. I want y'all all to get up in here before I start talking. I want at least like 100 of y'all in here before I start telling y'all this. This is crazy. I heard it, I was like, what? Are you serious? Okay. Nuts. Come on, that's right, get in here. Flood. Flood on in here, Magnus sites. I gotta tell y'all something. Get on in here. Get on in here. Come on. Get in here. So, I went to get a haircut. And when I went to get my haircut, I spoke with somebody at the barbershop. And just so you guys know, like, I get asked to do appearances, different places, you know what I mean? Sometimes people will want me to come to different comic fan fests around the country. Sometimes I'll be asked to speak at certain events. And I've known this guy a long time. I've known him a long time. And he's a good dude. And he asked me to come and speak at a school in front of a lot of children. Teenagers, stuff like that. You know, it's teenagers and a little lower. I think it's a middle school he wanted me to speak at, I think. And I couldn't do it. And this happened, I would say, a couple of years ago where he asked me, right? And I was standing like this because I got my laptop here. But he told me today, he said, hey, Tyrone, you know when I asked you to speak in front of the kids, do you know how many of the teachers came to me and was like, no? I was like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? They said no to me. I can't speak in front of the kids. Why? And to tell you the truth, I thought he was going to say, because I'll be cussing. Because I've had parents write me sometimes and be like, hey man, you be cussing too much. But really, you're the parent. You are the one that need to, check your children on what they're watching. And then, because a lot of stuff I do is, funny and comedy. But yeah, I do cuss, and I have that right. It's my channel. It's my, it's what I do. But I thought it was going to be because I'll be cussing. No, it wasn't. The teacher said that I could not speak in front of the kids because, oh, by the way, he was going to let me come anyway. He said a few of the teachers came to him and was like, no. But he said, no, he was like, I thought you was going to come, though. He said, I was going to still let you speak. The reason why they did not want me to speak is because I didn't go to college. Can y'all believe that shit? Can you believe? And by the way, he's a black man. So he wanted the kids to see someone that was a positive role model that was also black, because this is a predominantly black school. You get what I'm saying? I have never been to jail, okay? I have never even been handcuffed. I don't do anything illegal. I don't beat women. I don't have illegitimate children out there. Nothing like that. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist. Like, it's because I didn't go to college. Are you serious? Oh my God. So I'm thinking to myself, well, first of all, teachers, if you had done your research, you would know that I did go to college for 2 years. Okay? I went to college for 2 years for computer programming. Okay? I got into computer programming and realized I didn't want to do it. Okay? I was like, because y'all know I'm big into video game. Well, I'm getting more into video games now, but back then, I was a video game addict. And I was like, I want to make them. So when I got into college and I started going through these computer science courses, I was like, no. I want to play them, but I don't want to make them. Okay? And then my mom got sick, and combined with her being sick and me not knowing what I wanted to do after computer science, because I didn't want to program computers no more, I was just like, well, I'm just going to have to drop out for now and figure out what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Anybody listening to this video that is young, please let it be known that you do not have to go to college to become a success in life. You do not. It's not required to become a success in life. As a matter of fact, when I'm done, I'm going to post a link to this article that lists 100 successful people that did not go to college or did not finish college. Okay? And right here, I pull up a short list of successful people that did not graduate college. Ellen DeGeneres, Ted Turner, billionaire Ted Turner, Anna Wintour, Larry Ellison, Russell Simmons, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, Rachel Ray. And that's just a short list right there of people that became successful that did not go to college. And by the way, college is stressing a lot of people out now because they're calling these damn student loans the new mortgage. There's these kids that go to college that can't get a job when they get out, and they've got a nice mortgage payment because of these damn student loans, and they don't know what to do with their lives because they got this nice shiny piece of paper and no job. You know, there's a lot of people that believe, and I believe it was, what was his name? Can't think of his name right now. But he believed in people learning a trade to become successful. Get out of high school, you learn a trade, instead of doing all these damn years of college, and then you get to work. So there's a lot of people like that. You know, they go to a trade school after high school. They'll get out, they'll learn their trade in, they want to be a mechanic. They'll learn to be a mechanic. Then they get out, they either open a shop or they start working for a shop. They got a job right away, you know what I mean? Rather than doing all those damn years of school with college and having a bigger bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not required, y'all. And I just want y'all to know that, all right? And he told me I'm still invited. So he told me, he said, you can still come if you want to. So I should now. I should come up right up there and look all the teachers in their face. Like that. You know why? And people in the shop were saying, you know what it was? The teachers was jealous that you doing what you do and you making money. I'm like, well, I can definitely understand that because I already get hate for it. You know what I'm saying? You entertain people. Don't be mad because I'm able to entertain people and make a good living from it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Some entertainment jobs you may look at and you think are extremely simple. You know, you could look at a sports commentator. You got to know your sports, and you got to have charisma and be able to talk about what's going on. That's basically what you need to do. But if people love the way you speak, they're drawn to your charisma, you know what you're talking about, and you're doing that particular thing, that's worth a lot of money because sports is a multi-billion-dollar business. Don't get mad because you spent all them years in school and you ain't get, and the truth is, teachers ain't paid their worth. They're really not. Because I used to go out with a girl that got her degree and started teaching. She's an adjunct professor. And you would not believe the hours she was putting in. Grading all these damn papers, all the stress she was going through, plus all the student loans, and she was worried about the students because there were students that would come and students that wouldn't come. And, she'd be afraid that certain students were going to fail her class. And I used to tell her, look, babe, these are adults. They're paying you to teach them. It's their job to show up to be taught. I can understand if you're in elementary school and kids weren't showing up, could be an issue at home and all this other stuff. I get it. The kids, you might be a little, I said, these are adults paying you. All right? And what she was being, oh my God, I forgot what the mark was for how much money. But I remember she said to me that to make a certain amount, she had to get her, did she already have her master's? She had to get her PhD to make a certain amount. And it required like 2 more years of school and this much more money. I was like, look. I was like, babe, listen. If this isn't what you want to do anymore, I understand. I get it. You know what I mean? Listen, and I'm not down in college. College can be a great way to become a success in whatever it is that you do. But it ain't for everybody. It's not. It really isn't for every single person out there. Some people do better at other things. You know what I mean? Some dudes, they're great landscapers. You don't need to go to college to learn how to make beautiful lawns and become extreme success from knowing how to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things out there you don't need a college degree to learn how to do. College is big business. You know what I'm saying? And while it may be beneficial for many, it's not beneficial for every single person out there. I'm not shunning college because, that's the route I wanted to take. After I didn't want to program computers anymore and make video games, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just like, what am I going to do now? Now going back, what I should have went to is probably a school of performing arts. That's what I should have went for because I'm an entertainer at heart. I am. It's what I do. It's what I'm good at. I'm good at making people laugh and putting a smile on their face. That's what I do for a living now. I am an entertainer. You get what I'm saying? So, it's your bum ass internet that's giving you lag, buddy. So anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say. As soon as I'm done this, I'm gonna go post this link to this 100 successful people that did not finish college. Cause you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You follow your passion. All right, kids, follow your passion. Anybody that's not doing what they want to do, follow your passion because that's what I did. All right, that's what I did. And that's what most successful people do. You ever heard the phrase, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life? Because it's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It's kind of true. So I'm just like, you got to do something that's going to be fulfilling and it's going to make you happy. That's what you got to do. You do. Because what's the point of living a life of doing something that you hate. There's a lot of jobs out there that you can get going to college or even going to a trade school that you know are going to bring in a lot of good money, but you're never going to be happy unless you're doing something you love. Some might say, well, what I love doing is making money. Okay, well, then you're the type of person that could pretty much do anything that is high paying and be happy at it. But for me, I want to be able to do something that puts a smile on my face and others and make a living from it. You know what I mean? Because I've done jobs where it was just like, man, this is this. It's paying the bills though. I'm making pretty good money, but you know, and that can work. You know that's what beats people down over life. You know what I'm saying? It beats you down. You start hating life. Those type of jobs make people go postal. You know, they're shooting up the job and killing people, killing themselves, killing their kids, their wives, or they just become miserable people. You know, they're a misery to everyone. That, you know what I mean? Because they're not happy because they're not doing something they love. You know what I mean? When you don't have your dreams fulfilled in life, when you're not moving toward fulfilling your dreams, it sucks. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just so happened at in my mid to late 20s, I said to myself, it's do or die. It's do or die now. I've got to go for what I've always known I had a talent for. I need to do this. I need to use my gifts. Okay? Because using my gifts is fulfilling to me. You know? So I went for it. And now y'all have seen the process. You're still seeing the process. I'm still climbing that mountain. I still got more to do. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm doing what I want to do. Okay? I'm entertaining people every day. I'm teaching people every day. I'm helping people every day. Putting smiles on people's face every day. Making them laugh every day. That's what I'm doing. What I want to do. I'm my own boss. I don't answer to nobody. Some people are like, well, you answer to Uncle Sam. You got to pay those taxes. Yeah. I follow the laws and I pay my taxes. But other than that, no one tells me when to get up. No one tells me when to go. No one tells me nothing. I tell me when, which can be hard. I'll just let y'all know that. If you want to be your own boss, one thing is being self-motivated. Because the other motivation is having a career where you're working for somebody else, which I could end up doing at some point. Because you know, when you are an entertainer, you do get under contract with certain people, and you're working for them. You're providing that service, and it's kind of like be here or you ain't getting paid. You know what I mean? Or you're getting fired. That does happen. You know, but working the way I do, being a YouTuber. It's hard sometimes to be self-motivated. It does, you know, because we still get tired. Even when you're doing what you love, you get tired. You become unmotivated sometimes. You're not sure where you want to take your channel, what direction you want to take it in. Yeah, it still happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. And make sure you're paying your taxes. I save a lot of money. That's why you don't see me running around here flossing, you know, acting the damn fool, buying all this gaudy shit. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the year, I got to pay taxes. So I make sure I'm safe. I hear these YouTubers and Twitchers getting in all type of trouble because they didn't think they had to pay taxes on this money that they're making. Yeah, you do. This dude's making six figures, just spending money, spending, and not realizing that, yeah, you got to pay taxes, man. And then it's like, oh no. Yeah. Luckily, Uncle Sam has payment plans, I've heard. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to get going. I'll have more videos for y'all today. I have something to shoot with Common Ramen tomorrow. And maybe something else to do. So I don't know if I'll be on gaming and streaming, and I don't know when you'll get videos. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. And Sunday, I may be on my way back from where I was. So we'll see. But yeah, I hope that I've helped y'all. I really do hope I've helped y'all. Please follow your passions. Follow your love in life so you'll be happy. Be happy doing what you do, guys. Be happy. Don't do anything you don't want to do. And I realize sometimes you got to do a little something to kind of get to where you want to be. I know I'm not talking about going out there and selling your ass or something like that. I'm talking about like, you like, you know what, Dad, I need anything. McDonald's is hiring. All right, let me do this. Kind of stack my paper, I get a little place, get an apartment, and then, along the way, I'm going to be doing this and that, and I'll get, yeah, you can do that. We've all kind of done those intermediate jobs when you're, not doing what you really want to do, but it's paying the bills and you don't really hate it, but you don't really love it either. You know what I mean? You can do that. Sometimes you got to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't always have to, but sometimes. Just depends on the particular situation, right? Yeah, and don't do nothing illegal. Don't do nothing illegal to get where you need to get. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know there's people that have, and it's worked out for some. And I know people that haven't, and it ain't worked out for them. Yeah, you gotta weigh them consequences. And for me personally, I'm not willing to do nothing illegal to get to where I want to be. So I would give that same advice to y'all. All right. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!